Okay, let's do a polynomial long division problem where we have missing terms. So what I mean when I say missing terms is if you were to look at this polynomial, okay, it is written in standard form, but we are missing a degree of 2. We go from 4, 3, 1 to the constant. So that is pretty important when you're going to rewrite this problem. Okay, so we have to account for missing terms by including all of them. So I have my x to the fourth, there's my x to the third. I don't have a term x squared, so I'm going to rewrite that as 0x squared. There's my x to the first, and there's plus 1. So notice this term, I kind of added in just to account for that missing term. If you do not do that, you will notice something when you are doing your long division. So we're dividing everything by x squared plus 1. Okay, so just like before, we are looking at the first term in the binomial, and you are going to figure out how many times it divides into x to the fourth. So, oops. Okay, I'm going to show my work off to the side. You may get to the point where you don't need to do that, but while you're still learning, it's good to kind of show all your work. So x to the fourth divided by x squared is x squared. Okay, so since it's a squared term, I'm going to put that over my squared term right here. So notice if I hadn't put that term there, I wouldn't have anything to put it over. Okay, so now I'm going to take that number and do some multiplication. So x squared times the binomial of x squared plus 1 is x to the fourth plus x squared. So again, I always want to line up my terms so I have my exponents lined up the same. So x to the fourth. Notice this is not an x to the third, so I'm going to skip that spot, okay, and write it underneath my x squared term. So now I'm going to subtract. So x to the fourth minus x to the fourth cancels out. Negative 3x cubed, essentially minus nothing, is negative 3x cubed, and then 0x squared minus 1x squared is negative 1x squared. Okay, again, I'm going to start this process again. So let's pick orange. I'm going to now ask myself how many times does x squared divide into negative 3x cubed. So negative 3 divided by 1 is negative 3. X cubed divided by x squared is x, or x to the first power. So I'm going to write that up top, negative 3x, and continue to do my multiplication. So negative 3x times x squared plus 1 is negative 3x cubed minus 3x. Negative 3x cubed. Again, minus 3x, so I'm going to skip this spot. Put this over here. Because I'm always lining up my terms in the same place. So negative 3 minus a negative is plus 3x cubed. So again, that's going to cancel out. There's really 0x squared. So negative 1 minus 0, or just negative x squared, I break down. And notice, since I had my x to the first power, I needed to bring this term down. So negative 2 minus a negative is a plus. Negative 2 plus 3 is positive x. Okay, I'm repeating this process. So I'm asking myself, how many times does negative Where does x squared divide into negative x squared? Negative 1. Okay. Negative 1 times x squared plus 1 is negative x squared minus 1. Again, I have a 0x term there. So my negative minus the negative is going to cancel out. I'm bringing down my x. I have a 1 here that I'm going to bring down. 1 minus a negative 1 is the same thing as 1 plus 1, which is 2. So this essentially is my remainder. So my answer to this division problem is x squared minus 3x minus 1 with a remainder of positive x plus 2 over x squared plus 1.